still going to A&M there? Yes, Renton?
As far as I know.
Been talking to going to SMA, huh?
Nah, she wouldn't go up there. I wouldn't let her go to Austin.
Rick walking.
Hey, Ben, doing good, and you?
Morning.
Good morning. Thank you, man. Great.
And I'm gonna let y'all handle it. You get to handle everything.
Hey, okay, no problem. Hey, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
All right, doing good, Eddie. Good. Same here.
Concerned, boy, I complain, concerned.
Hey, Andy,
Take a look.
you all right? I'm doing good, and you?
I was Rotary on Thursday.
I'm not okay.
It was fine. 10 minutes was all. They did a good job.
You better not say that too loud. No, I like it.
Oh, no.
That's a clergy of Sacramento. I know it has.
Yeah.
I can take one of the commissioner's slides. Nobody transfers today. There's a lot.
Looking fun.
I don't have control in my office. He's right, I'm just sitting
We're all over fine. We're all in there. The president.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd like to call this meeting of the Rusk County Commissioners Court to order. It is February the 8th, 2021. It's 10 a.m. and this is the regular meeting of the Rusk County Commissioners Court. I'd like to call on the Honorable Sheriff John Wayne Valdez to lead us in prayer. Please remain standing for the pledge.
Father, we come to you today thanking you for the many blessings that you've given to us, the blessings you've bestowed upon this county. Pray that the actions of this meeting and the decisions made will be pleasing to you. Forgive us where we sin, in Jesus' name, Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag, pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. First item on the agenda is to discuss possibly approve budget amendments and or transfers. Since there are none, I would move that we pass on that.
Second.
Second from Mr. Whitworth. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed, motion passes. Number 2 is open, accept bids in the following. And I guess you just, just start opening bids and just tell us what they are. We'll run them down the back page.
First we have from Sullivan Oil for aviation fuel. Mary, all these figures on here.
No lead gasoline terminal price is $1.5320 per gallon. Vendor's constant is 0.338. Total delivery price is $1.87. And then on low sulfur diesel is $1.6659 with a vendor constant of 0.338. Total delivery price is $2.0039. High sulfur diesel is $1.6709. Vendor cost is 0.138. Makes it $1.80, $0.89. And then aviation fuel terminal price is $2.50068. Vendor constant is 0.338. Total delivery price is $2.8387. You got any others that you know are fuel?
This one looks like fuel, that's one.
All right.
I can't guarantee it's the only one, but it has fuel in the name.
Mr. Gibson. Y'all look at those.
Okay, this is from AV Fuel Corporation. Okay. Full truckloads, 8,500 gallons of AV gas, 100 LL at 12 cents per gallon over weekly refinery rack price. The effective rack price this week is $2.5364. You can use that, that's a calculation. Additional freight charges will apply. 6,000 gallons at 0.135 per gallon, 4,000 gallons at 0.1675 per gallon, and 2,000 gallons at 0.345. This seems like to compare.
Here you go, Mr. Gibson. Y'all pass those around. The ag gas is mainly aviation fuel. Isn't that correct?
Fuel was
Okay,
Only one, just a minute.
all right. Hang on one second.
Okay.
Y'all want to take any action on those?
I'll make a motion to approve those as presented.
Have a motion to approve those as presented.
Second.
Second from Mr. Kirkendall. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? All, and you're going to abstain on, yes, on that one, Mr. Gibson. All right, moving along, Ms.
Okay.
Akers.
From property and funeral home. For Rusk County clay bid, iron ore gravel at in pit, $6 per yard. Clay and Lanville, in pit, 1.75 per yard. Scott Crawford.
Y'all look at this. Anybody?
This is from JN Construction. And this is limestone base delivered 33 tons. Crushed concrete base delivered 34 a ton, per ton. Oversized 3x5 delivered 37 per ton. And then 3-inch delivered 35 per ton. And then asphalt delivered 38. I'm sorry.
That's from J and Construction.
JN. This is from James Paul Ship, for iron ore gravel, not of $5.50 per yard. Since the gravel is clean, stockpiled, sealed, and accessible from within 15 minutes.
Here you go, Mr. Gibson.
This is from Nealon Bridge Construction and bid for bridge labor, backhoe if needed, and it's $300 per hour for the bridge labor, and then the backhoe is $6 per hour.
Here you go.
And this is from Doris Johns. Alright. I will let you look at Doris Johns. It says in parentheses his wife, so I think she wrote it for him. Iron ore gravel for $3 a yard. And it has a map of where it's located. From Lone Star Equipment Company. Seal coat season, quotation for seal coat, coat, $3.75 per SY.
Here you
From Longview Asphalt. The hot mix, $78 per ton. Oil sand, $65 per ton. Cold mix, $77 a ton. Limestone flex base, $32.75 per ton.
go. Great.
This is from Lehman's Pipe and Steel. Okay, it just says bid following 20% above cost on all items listed. And he lists many different items. This is from Wilson Culverts, Inc. There's many different prices depending on the different specifications, so I'll let you review. From Williams Ford. The crushed concrete, $30.50. 3-inch rock, $31. 1.5-inch screen rock, $32. Asphalt roof grind, $30. Limestone base, $27. Pea gravel, $36.50. Then iron ore base, $18.50. And there's a trucking rate, $8. And it didn't say per. Where's that? This is from Sustainable Pavement Technologies. And this is recycled asphalt shingles. Dallas Yard, $18 a ton. Delivered to Rusk County, $55 a ton. Super reclaimed asphalt materials. Dallas Yard, $25 a ton. Delivered to Rusk County, $62 a ton. Type B green oil sand mix. Dallas Yard, $50 a ton, and delivered $87 a ton. This is from Brian and Brian Asphalt. And bid price per ton, $565 per ton, FOB, and then $570 delivered.
Oh, all the same?
Yeah, it should be all same bid.
Got all the same bid.
Okay. I'm sorry. You can.
All
you
same
touch
bid,
me.
it's $56 a ton.
This is from Contact Engineered Solutions. I'm not sure what it is for.
There's contact, crack fuel, hot mix. Don't know what that is.
Like-
Steel culvert. That's what they do. That's what it is, steel culverts. And either railroad yard.
Yes, the railroad yard.
Here you go.
This is from Texas Bit. And plant-based oil sand, $62 a ton, FOB plant. Hot mix, $78 a ton, FOB plant. High performance, patching mix, $120 per ton. That's FOB plant. One more. Eddie's backhoe and dozer services. He pretty much has work all over. What page is this? Not at all.
Here you go, Greg.
ADS.
make a motion to approve all. Accept all bids.
Motion from Mr. Gibson to accept all the bids. Second from Mr. Whitworth. Any other discussion? All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed, motion passes. Number 3, discuss possibly approve the interlocal agreement with Henderson ISD for demolition of part of the Central Elementary School. School's been in contact with Mr. Kirkendall, and Mr. Kirkendall, anything you want to say about that?
Well, not really. I just, add to it, of course, interlocal agreement, you know, what it'll be is, whether, they have use of, one of our employees during this time right here, the county will be, fairly compensated for using that employee. As of right now, there won't be any county equipment involved. The, Henderson ISD is gonna take care of the equipment. So that would be our part, just applying, labor for it. Again, like I say, they will be compensated for it.
And there probably will be the opportunity if y'all want to, I think, Mr. Kirkendall, if they want to get some of that broken up concrete or
Some
brick.
Brick, yeah. Yeah, we'll have access to
Get it.
that.
When we were talking about this, Mr. Kirkendall did a little research on it, and it's recommended that you, by TAC, by Allison and Bass, that you have it on the agenda and approve it each time you do anything as part of the interlocal agreement. Just FYI, and I thought that was so we need a motion to approve.
I move that we approve the agreement with Henderson ISD.
So-
Have a motion from Mr. Kirkendall,
Second.
second from Mr. Gibson. Any other discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. All right, number 4, discuss possibly approve moving a part-time employee to full-time operator 2 and hire a new part-time employee in precinct 1. I'm gonna move we pass on that. Mr. Goff called me this morning. He's had some health issues. I'm gonna move we pass on that at this time.
Second.
Second, Mr. Kirkendall. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed, motion passes. Number 5, discuss possibly approve cooperation contract with the city of Tatum and precinct 2 to perform repairs to Jefferson Street.
This cooperation contract, that's what, the judge was talking about. This is in addition to the interlocal agreement that we already have with the city. And all it will be is, the judge signs off on it, the mayor will sign off on it, and it just states exactly where the repairs will be done and, the amount of the repairs. And I move that we approve this cooperation contract.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Kirkendall, second from Mr. Whitworth. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes. Discuss possibly approve the annual 2020 ESD report. Mr. David Burks.
Okay, I hope I get all my numbers right here. All right, the Rusk County Emergency District number 1 started the 2020 year with a budget of $1,699,209 and ended the year with a budget total of $1,705,591.36. The increase of $6,382.36 was due to unforeseen increases in property, vehicle, and workers' comp insurance. Our budget was once again set on 0.0775 per $100 valuation tax rate. The Rusk County ESD made annual payments to departments that totaled $189,312.85, of which $326,000 was annual funding and departments to the departments in quarter runs for incentive payments, an amount of $131,200. 16 departments were fully funded at $20,000 each at the beginning of the year. And of these departments, 12 are volunteer departments serving the county. The ESD also moved $286,106.26 into their obligation account for department expenditures that will carry over into the 2021 year. This brought the total amount of direct funding to departments of $1,185,419.11. The ESD received a new pumper engine for the Tatum Volunteer Fire Department. Did a 50% cost share on an new pumper engine received for the Reclaw Volunteer Fire Department. Did a 50% cost share for a new pumper tender received for the New London Volunteer Fire Department. And it did a cost share with the Mount Enterprise Volunteer Fire Department on a new first responder vehicle that the department currently has in use. In addition, the ESD has on order a new brush truck for the Carlisle Volunteer Fire Department, a new brush truck, one first responder truck for the Prince Chapel Volunteer Fire Department, and a first responder truck for the Rusk County Rescue Unit. Delivery on these units are expected in 2021. Two departments in the ESD, the Overton and Reclaw Volunteer Fire Department, received Texas Forest grants for tenders in October of 2020. Both these grants were in the amount of $220,000, and the ESD will be cost sharing with both departments on the purchase of these units. The ESD will also be doing an equal cost share with the Henderson Fire Department on a new county pumper engine, and the Elderville Volunteer Fire Department on a new county pumper tender. In addition to the apparatus purchase, the board also purchased bunker gear for departments costing over $42,874. Radios for departments at the cost of $15,567.75, and ISO tools at the cost of $31,924. In 2020, the departments operated in the county answered 1,523 calls. The majority of these calls were grass and wildland fires, motor vehicle accidents, and medical first responder calls and structure fires. There are currently 125 active volunteer firefighters in the county as compared to 186 last year. The decrease in calls and membership is due mainly because of COVID-19. As the board discouraged the department from answering positive COVID calls, as they are not equipped with the necessary PPE to safely handle these calls. We're continuing to be grateful to have so many brave, unselfish, committed men and women who provide an invaluable service to the residents of Rusk County. In July of this year, the ESD purchased the old volunteer Veterans of Foreign War building on Whippoorwill Street in Henderson and have completed the interior demolition of the building. The board is currently in the process of selecting an architect engineer firm to commence with the design elements of the remodeling of the building. The building will be a training center and office complex for the ESD and county departments. It will enable our 16 departments to come together for joint training sessions to improve their skills and to provide better firefighting services to the county. Future plans include storage space to house pallets for foam for all the departments, a burn tower for live burning training, meeting rooms, office space, a command center for county use, kitchen and bathrooms with showers. We anticipate doing this project in stages and hope to see it completed in 2022. The ESD also worked with the Carlisle Volunteer Fire Department in the building of a new volunteer fire station in the county. This station will be named in memory of the deceased Chief Charles Marsh, who dedicated his life in serving the Carlisle cross community and the fire service. The department expects to be in the building next month and with the dedication of the station scheduled for March of this year. All board members and 2 Rusk County Firefighter Association members attended the annual state conference in 2020 and earned valuable education and training hours. And attached is a report of the copy of the 2020 department funding totals for your review. Once again, the Rusk County ESD had a busy and productive year, and we're pleased to present this annual report to the Commissioner's Court.
Thank you, David. Need a motion to approve.
Motion for approval.
Second. Motion, Mr. Kirkendall, second, Mr. Whitworth. Any other questions from Mr. Parks or Gloria? All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed, motion passes. Number 7, discuss and possibly approve a corporate contract with Pro Fitness Health Club. Y'all want to say anything?
We do. Morning, my name is Steve Hudson. This is my wife Belinda. Together we are owners of Pro Fitness Health Club. You have in front of you a proposal. We have 2 agreements that we're offering the county employees, an 18-month agreement, a 12-month agreement. Both have singles, families. Our families include the member, the spouse of the 2 children, that are workout ages from 12 to 20. Any number of kids smaller than that is free. Any additional child in the family is additional $5. It's a pretty simple contract. The contract is with the employee, not the county. The county's involvement would basically be payroll deduction. The last page shows our amenities. Our one plus that we have is we have childcare. So plus we have other things, showers, lockers, we have state-of-the-art cardio equipment. Most times we have an owner or general manager, which is Belinda, on site. So we would like to offer this to all the county employees, sheriff, whoever, deputies, whatever. And then be approved for payroll deduction. Any questions?
Any questions for Mr. Hudson?
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion for Mr. Whitworth, second for Mr. Gibson. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Again, Dan, the county is not spending any money here. Make sure we understand that. All right. All those in favor, did I ask the question? Aye. All right. All those opposed? All right. And then number 8, discuss possibly approve to allow treasurer's office to payroll deduct membership fee of $26.25, single membership for 18 months, or $41.25 for a family membership for 18 months for employees at Pro Fitness Health Club.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Kirkendall, second from Mr. Whitworth. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed, the motion passes. Number 7, discuss possibly approve the racial profiling report from Precinct 5 Constable Richard J. Hacker III. You've got that there in front of you. We'll make a motion, we approve that.
I move that we approve it.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Kirkendall. Second from Mr. Gibson. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed, motion passes. All right, discuss and possibly approve the following utility pipeline requests. Let's see, all of those are in precinct 3. East Texas Telephone proposes to place a fiber optic cable under/across the right of way of County Road 314. East Texas Telephone proposes to place a fiber optic cable under, across, along within the right of way of County Road 378. East Texas Telephone proposes to place fiber optic cable along within the right of way of County Road 379. East Texas Telephone proposes to place a fiber optic cable under, across, along within the right of way of County Road 382.
Motion for approval for A, B, C, and D. Second.
Motion from Mr. Gibson, second from Mr. Whitworth. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed, motion passes. Let's see, discuss possible approve the following report for December 2021. Rusk County Indigent Health. Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Gibson, second from Mr. Kirkendall. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed, motion passes. Number 12, discuss and possibly approve the following reports for January 2021. Auditor report, treasurers, Rusk County Justice of the Peace 1, 2, and 5. Constables 4 and 5. Expo report and event summary. Rusk County Expo maintenance report. Maintenance report. Rusk County Indigent Health. And Rusk County Airport. Jennifer, they had a big crowd last Friday night.
Yes, sir. They said they had a full house.
Move we accept these reports A through I as presented.
Second. Motion from Mr. Whitworth, second from Mr. Gibson. All those in favor? All those opposed, motion passes. Public comment, no action to be taken. Sheriff, you want to say anything? Put this in everybody's packet.
Did,
You want to say anything about it?
just kind of like what I talked about on the radio show this morning. That's the first month that the sheriff's office has done since I've been here. I can't say enough about the men and women that are working there. We did a sex offender compliance check Tuesday. We sent out 5 teams of 5, me included, and went through the county and looked at 124 registered sex offenders for compliance. 10 were found to be out of compliance. 1 was all the way in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We've already had him picked up and waiting transfer back here, along with a couple other warrants that he has for his arrest. This will be a yearly thing that we'll be doing. Now that we have a good baseline for the 124, we will check in with Ms. Dixie from time to time. That way, if one of them hasn't checked in within a month or so, we'll go out to find out why. It's very important for us coming in as a new administration to have a good baseline for these registered sex offenders, to make sure that our county's safe and that the sex offenders are in compliance. Most of them were very willful with their information to make sure they were in compliance. A couple weren't, but we crossed that bridge when it came to them. We want to make sure that, again, that everybody in the county is safe, as well as the numbers that I gave to the county judge last week. We also had a pursuit last week that we had to do by cell phone because the radio system completely quit. Until we got into Gregg County, we could have no radio contact. Luckily for us, we got him shut down on 31 right before he got into city limits of Longview. So we were able to bring him back and take a trip to the jailhouse. In the coming month, I'll be trying to get an audience with you to talk about the radio issues. We've got hopefully some hardline numbers that we can look at for replacement of this radio system. Keep the channels we have, just only using one channel as our primary channel. Maybe use one as a tactical channel and one as a talk around for close range surveillance, but only using one channel for the day-to-day operations. The tower system that we have working right now is almost non-existent. Our central tower is the only one that's staying up. We've been using, as the ESD board well knows, we've been using central fire for almost 3 weeks now. So luckily for us, there wasn't a fire going on at the time of that pursuit. Otherwise, we'd have been in a bind. It's something that you all know that's been coming, and we're at that point now where it has to be replaced. So I'll have some better numbers for you within the next month. Our stats looked very, very good. Very happy with the stats that we've had. In comparison, Sheriff's Office had 1,271 traffic stops all last year. We did over half of that in the first month. So they bought into the system, they bought into our program, proactivity, and it's paying off.
Any questions for Sheriff Valdez?
On those traffic stops, are they initiated by somebody speeding or?
It could be speeding, could be equipment violations, could be expired license plates. It could be any number of traffic codes, a pretty thick code book to go by. The pursuit actually was, the guy was stopped in front of some people's house on 2012, right there at the corner of 165. And the deputy thought they might have been casing the house because we had a couple of burglaries in that area. When the guy looked in his rearview mirror, he took off. So he wasn't talking, didn't say why he was stopped in the middle of the road looking at that house, but the assumption was that he was casing the place, which is why we had to go identify him.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Mr. Vincent, anything you want to say?
Got some checks down there for commissioners, if you'll stop by on the way out for your employees.
Terry,
Not this time, thank you.
Mr. Pike,
I can give you a brief update on where we stand with our response to COVID in the county, or from the report I sent out this morning. This goes from February the 4th, last Thursday, through yesterday. We saw a drop of 18,000, a little over 18,300 active cases in the state of Texas. So that's really good. Unfortunately, we saw an increase of 35 in that period in Rusk County. So we went from 383 active cases on February the 4th to 418 yesterday. DSHS is reporting we've had 82 fatalities related to COVID. That's an increase of 1 since February the 4th. As most of you all know, our hospital rate for our RAC G, has dropped below the 15% for 7 days. Yesterday was the 9th. So all of our businesses and facilities can return to 75% occupancy. Yesterday, we were at 11.71% at the RAC. As far as a vaccine coming into the county, the state's vaccine allocation this week, which is week 9, shows no vaccine being allocated for Rusk County for any of our approved providers. As like most of, I think you're going to see, at least for the month of February, DSHS continues to send most of the allocated vaccines to the state hubs. We do have an additional hub in East Texas for this week, though. It's Angelina County. So now we have one hub in Angelina, which is the Angelina County and City Health District. We have one hub in Gregg County, which is the Christus Good Shepherd Health System. And we have 2 in Smith County, the Northeast Texas Public Health District, and UT Health Science Center in Tyler.
What are the requirements on those hubs? As far as,
They're still doing the phase 1A, 1B, which would be your medical providers, medical people working in the medical field, especially around COVID patients, your long-term care facilities, and your 1B is your 65 and over, or 16 and over with health issues.
as far as setting up a hub in a county, they're required to have?
I'm not sure what the exact requirements would be. You need to be able to give a large number of vaccines or vaccinations at a time. As you notice, 2 of these are health districts, and 2 of them are hospital systems. We do have 5 providers in Rusk County that are approved right now. Now, we are looking at doing a plan. Nacogdoches County, for the last month, has been working with their county providers, and the county assists those providers in doing vaccination clinics where they can bring in larger numbers of people. The judge and I went down and viewed their system last Thursday, as well as Chief Shote with the city. We're in the process of talking to our providers to see if they would want to see us try to do something like that here in Rusk County. I think we've got a couple of them that said maybe they might be interested. So I would think probably looking at March, whenever we get more vaccines starting to come in, we might try to assist them finding a larger location. The city and the county providing some assistance with personnel to help coordinate and run the vaccination clinic with the provider providing the vaccine and some of the people to vaccinate. So we're looking at doing that. Also, you probably heard that last Thursday, Johnson & Johnson went to FDA with their vaccine, looking for the emergency exception to use it. We would expect an answer sometime this week from FDA. Johnson & Johnson's vaccine is a one-shot vaccine, not a two like Pfizer and Moderna, but it's not quite as effective. I think it had a 66 effectiveness, where both Pfizer and Moderna had 95%.
Are there any questions for Mr. Pike?
So how do they determine where they're gonna send that vaccine to?
The governor put together a vaccine allocation committee. I don't know how many people are on it, quite a few. I know a couple of the people out of East Texas, Dr. Lakey and Dr. McGahey, both out of the Smith County, are on that committee. They're the ones that look at where the vaccine needs to go. And starting latter part of January, the state really went to these large hubs to try to get more people vaccinated as quickly as possible. And as the more vaccine starts coming into the state, they'll start allocating more to the other providers that they've already approved. Some of our providers have had vaccine in the past, just didn't show any being allocated this week.
Any other questions for Mr. Pike?
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Pike. Anybody else got anything? I forwarded an email to Commissioner's Court about looking at the windows or going through and looking at the windows on Thursday afternoon at 2:45. They have one window that has not been replaced yet, and they can't, I'm not sure exactly what the problem is. We can ask about that Thursday afternoon. But I think they're, according to what they said, they think they're about through on the inside. Again, except for that one window. And our resident appraiser is gonna look at those, soon between 9 and 30. Aren't you, Mr. Gibson? Yes, sir. Yeah, we're still holding that check. All right, approved payment of bills.
Rebecca, who's at Texas AWOS services?
That is for the airport, the five for the airport. As far as what you can supply.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
But the Quaddy's lease
That is our postage.
for the courthouse.
And so like, it's a little bit different than, the last companies where we pay for, a certain amount and then we use it. And this is our first time, this has the very initial. We put money back in on
It's
it.
about half the cost of the other one.
And that's for the actual, that payment is going to be actual postage we use. Or that's the actual postage, not just for the leasing of it.
I know that's the one time.
Juvenile. And see, it's 088, and so the state.
Right.
And, what the AWOS, Texas AWOS, was for the weather sensor at the airport.
because it was good. Stuff.
Yeah. it is something.
I'm gonna pay the bills.
Second. First, Mr. Kirkendall, pay the bill, second from Mr. Gibson. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes. I move we adjourn. Second, Mr. Whitworth. All those in favor? Aye. Thank y'all for coming. Jane?
Yes, sir.
What's up,